Hello everyone, this is THEHUNTER DD33 and we're out here on Valdaboa with Jake4848. We're doing a subscriber hunt and he's going to be using the 4570 rifle and he also has the Camel Pulsar compound bow. So I'm going to be bringing my 9.3 rifle with me just in case we might need some shots. Also the reverse draw crossbow. Alright, so we just picked up a fox. And he's definitely hit. And that's not bad considering we never even ranged him. I just figured he was about 40. So here's some blood. And you can see it is body blood. But they will die within about 15 game minutes. So what we're going to do is head in this direction, kind of crouch. And I have a pretty good feeling there should be a decent stag somewhere around. So right now I'm just telling Jake to get ready. That there should be a stag not too far away. And we're going to keep tracking this fox towards this river, and I'm going to give a couple of calls. And sure enough, we just got a stag call. Alright, so this stag didn't call too far away. He called maybe about 130 meters away. Just to the left up in here in this thick stuff. But the problem is it's a little bit thick, so we're going to try and call him out in the open. And I have Jake set up right here just to my side. He has his Camel Pulsar. Well, he's not ready yet, but it's in his inventory. All he has to do is hit his button and he can pop out his bow. And here comes the stag. So he's coming right to us. Hopefully Jake gets ready. Yep, he's got his pulsar out. And this stag is coming right in. It's got to be about 20 meters away right now. So I'm telling him to take the shot. And he just drills him. So what I found out after the shot was that he was waiting so long to take the shot because the stag actually wouldn't stop. So he ended up taking a sort of walking shot. But even though the shot was a walking shot, you can see he definitely hit it pretty good because there is lung and heart blood right there. So he shouldn't go too far at all. So he picked up this blood, tracked him a little ways, and actually lost the tracks. But then I spotted him dead out in this field. And here he is right here. So here's Jake's first kill of the hunt. Congratulations. Let's see what he scores. And he scores 199. So not a bad stag, and congrats on the shot, Jake. You made a nice shot with the Camel Pulsar, and he didn't go too far at all. So let's go see what else we can find. So we were headed down to the river over by where I shot the fox, and we found a decent stag out here. So he's not too far away, and I'm telling Jake to take him out with a gun as soon as he gets a clear shot. Unfortunately, he can't see it right now because it's behind some trees for his angle. But as soon as it turns a little bit, he should be able to get a shot off here pretty soon. Okay, now he can see him. And he shot. And he definitely looks hit pretty good. You can see his head's hunched down pretty hard. And he's probably not feeling so great. So on the way over to the stag to see what kind of blood we have, we actually found my dead fox from before. So let's pick him up. And we hit him in the shoulder blade, but he's actually pretty decent. He scores 15.1, and that's not a bad size fox. So let's pick him up and take a nice picture with him. Alright, that looks pretty cool right there. And you can see the rivers in the background. Nice orange fox with the white camo crossbow. So we actually just spotted another one. And he's dead too. He was a young one, so we just took him out. He scores 135.3. So the one that Jake shot before is a pretty decent one. So I just took out this young one. That way we didn't have too many stags to track at once. And speaking of his big one, he's dead right here. Yeah, so we tracked him a little ways. He actually hit him in the intestines, because I think when he was walking towards him, it was quartering at him. And while he shot, it kept walking, and I think it hit sort of towards the back end of the stag. So he actually ran probably 200-300 meters, but we actually did find him right here. So it wasn't that bad of a shot. And here he is right here. This one looks closer to 220s, so hopefully he's a nice one. So let's pick him up and see what he scores. Right now I'm just telling him to take a trophy shot, but that's alright. He scores 206. And right after he claimed that stag, another one just called right across the river here. But the problem is I just spotted it, and it's so small that I thought it was a spike horn at first. It is a tiny stag, and we sat here for a little while. We were going to take a far shot and everything. I was even trying to shoot this thing, but he actually wouldn't step out. He's right in that thick brush right there, and he just would not come out. But as we were sitting here waiting, another red deer approaches, and Jake takes a shot, and she goes down. So we're just going to pick it up real quick, and then we'll see what else we can find. Alright, so if you hunt Valdaboa a lot, you'll know that there's quite a bit of foxes here. And I just spotted 2 fox down by the river, so I'm telling Jake to get up on this rock to my left, and there's a fox right there. I'm going to try and call on these fox so he can actually get a decent shot. So if we had any guns that we could actually shoot these fox, they'd be dead already, but unfortunately the 9.3 rifle and the 45-70 don't work too good on fox. And he has the Camel Pulsar and I have the reverse draw crossbow. Alright, so the fox is about 20 meters away right now, and Jake's going to take a shot. And unfortunately I think the wind pushed it a little bit, so we're actually going to pop up and see if we can't back him up and see if we can't hit him. And he is hit. He's definitely hit. But I don't think that's going to kill him right away, so I'm trying to tell Jake to come over right now and back me up on taking out this fox. But meantime, let's just see if we have any blood on this fox. Oh yeah, there's definitely a pile of blood right there. You can see the arrow right in his neck. So we did hit him, but he's stuck on a rock, and it'll give Jake a chance to take a shot. And he hit just to the left, so like I said, the wind is pushing pretty hard to the left. So I'm trying to tell him to aim right, and hopefully he aims a little more right this time and hits him. And this time he hit just to the right of the fox. But luckily Jake brought plenty of arrows, so he's going to take another shot. And he hit just to the left again. Alright, so this time I'm trying to tell him to aim to the right. And he just smoked him. Dropped him right there. Nice shot. Alright, so let's go pick him up and see what he scores. He scores 12.1. So not a bad fox. Alright, so that looks pretty cool. And as soon as we got done taking this picture, we spotted another young stag out here. So Jake's going to take a shot. And he's down. So let's go pick him up and see what he scores. And he scores 154.4. Alright, so I just spotted a roe deer out here, quite a ways out, and I can just barely see his head. So let's try and see if we can't hit him. Well, he's definitely hit pretty hard. Oh, yeah, he's down. So here he is down here. Let's pick him up. And we hit him in the skull at 175 meters. He scores 93.4. Alright, so we have another stag coming in now. Now, at this time, Jake 4848 is actually on another stag right behind me, about 100 meters away. So we're just going to take this one out by ourselves. And he went down. So let's go pick him up. We'll hit him in the lung, intestine, stomach, and he scores 213.7. Alright, so at this point I was AFK and Jake was right next to me. But when I came back, there was 3 red deer right next to each other here. And basically I just told him to unload on them and see if we can't get all 3 of them. So I had the 9.3 and he has the 45-70. I figured we should have all 3 of them piled right up. So he shoots first. and then I started backing him up. And that one just dropped. Other ones hit pretty good. It probably won't go too far. And that's when I realized all three of them are down. And Jake just put a finishing shot on that one. So let's go pick him up. We hit this one once. Jake hit it once. We hit it in the spine and then neck. And then this one hit it twice in the body. Alright, so we just spotted a pretty good sized bear out here right over by my bear bait. It doesn't have any bait in it, but there's a nice bear, so Jake's going to take him out. And nice shot. He's down. Let's go over and pick him up and see what he scores. I actually just spotted another bear running off in the distance here. And I'm trying to get a shot on him, but I just can't quite see him in this thick brush. So let's go head over and take a look at Jake's bear. Pretty nice bear. He scores 23.4. Definitely not bad at all. So let's take a look at him and see if we can't get a pretty good look at him here and get a nice screenshot. He looks pretty funny like that. Alright, cool. Alright, so we just spotted another stag just over to the right of this river, and Jake's going to take him out. Boy, that 4570 sure does a pretty good job. So he just went down. But I just spotted a roe deer way off in the distance here. And let's try and take him out. Now that was a pretty good shot. That was a 190 meter shot, crouch, with the 9.3 rifle that I'm only probably level 12 or 13 on. I'm not that high with it, so if we hit him in the neck, that was a pretty good shot. And Jake's stag scores 161. The roe deer that I shot, Jake picked up in it. We shot it at 190 meters and we hit it in the neck. Now we have a roe deer coming in. And he's definitely hit pretty good, but I'm surprised he didn't drop. But we have pretty good blood, so let's track him down. And here he is right here. Yeah, he didn't go far at all. We hit him in the lung and lung and intestine. And he scores 72.8, so he's not that big. Alright, so at this point we have over 8 dead stags and probably 3 or 4 hinds. So we have almost 15 dead red deer, and we still haven't found anything 220 plus yet. So also, Jake needs to get ready to go soon, so we really need to get one more good sized kill. And hopefully it's a good one. Now what we did was we picked up a heavy track, and we're tracking him for quite a ways. It's not max weight, but it's definitely a pretty heavy track. Well, we just spotted the red deer. He's right there. He's about 50 meters away, and he's coming right in. Now Jake would love to take him with a bow, but like I said, he has to go soon. So he's just going to take out the 4570 and do its job. So this is about a 200 plus red deer. Definitely not a bad one. So he's going to take him out as soon as he comes behind this tree and gives him a shot. And he's down. Boy, is that 4570 pretty powerful. And he scores 208.6. So he's not quite 220 plus, but he's still a solid red deer. And I think that's definitely a pretty good way to end this hunt. We did end up with, I think, 7 or 8 different stags. 2 or 3 of them were 215 plus, but we just couldn't quite find anything 220s. So I think that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.